Hello, everybody. This is Kyrix with another episode of This Week in Kyrix. Today is for the week of Wednesday, December 6th, 2017. We're closing on those last couple weeks of the year. But it is actually the 7th. I kind of waited to record this. So, I've been spending a lot of time playing 7 Days to Die. Don't expect that to make the rounds on the channel anytime soon, by simple virtue of the fact that I don't have an HDMI whatever fucking capture card. And yeah, that's a thing. Though it would make a nice This Week in Kyrix if I ever did get one, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Besides which, there's the sheer headache of disconnecting it from the TV constantly, and I just don't want to deal with that. There is the rather icky prospect of me potentially figuring out how to stream the thing, but I really don't want to, because it just seems so bleh. You know, just people... It's such a poser thing to do, to stream with the streaming service rather than an actual capture card, but it's really the only way I can likely stream anytime soon. But anyway, I also just got Battlefront 1 in the mail today because I bought that. Haven't had a chance to play it yet because when I put it in, it was installing updates, and then the roommate came home, so I'll be playing it probably around 11:30 or so, maybe midnight. Also, I haven't gotten it yet, but I've ordered a little Larvitar plushie in the mail. It's pretty cute. I like it. Well, I like the picture. I don't know what it looks like yet, because it's not here. But I'm finally getting a Larvitar plush. This is all thanks to Facebook. I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, and there was a thing saying, oh, here's some Pokemon at Build-A-Bear Workshop, and it's got, you know, the Kanto starters, and Pikachu, and Meowth, and I think it's got a couple other things, and I'm like Vulpix and Eevee, I think, were the other ones. And I'm like, no one ever has Larvitar merch. And then someone linked, like, a whole bunch of stuff that was like, hey, here's one on eBay. So I went on eBay, I'm like, fuck it. Here's one that doesn't have a suction cup on the back of its head. Long story. So, I've got it coming in the mail. Speaking of Pokemon, I have been working a little bit on my my Pokemon team. Because what'll happen is I'll go Tuesday, pack everything up, come home, and leave the 3DS just aside until like Friday, and just not fuck with it at all. And I don't know why I do this. But, so it's a little slow going. I also rented Alpha Sapphire to get some legendaries off of that, and the copy that I rented came with a modest Kyogre, and had already beaten the game but done none of the post-game shit, so I get to do all of that without having to fuck with the normal game, and I've got the Kyogre I wanted. So, bonus. Heroclix, I kind of pulled a dick move and decided we were doing holiday, you know, Christmas-related shit. And I decided to play Santa Doom and his elf, which is Super Doom as Santa because he's got red on and he's got a big spiky white beard. Although the sculpt is a gray beard because I didn't paint it worth a damn. Orisha of the Green Lantern Corps, she's in green and she's a space elf. And the Sinestro Corps battery, or rather the White Lantern battery, played as Sinestro Corps, as a light display. For those of you who don't know why this is a dick move, all the Heroclix fans are rolling their eyes right now that I would do such a thing. Super Doom has a 20 defense and a 12 attack. To hit somebody, you take your attack, let's say, oh, I've got an 11, and roll 2 dice. To hit Doom's 20, I need a 9 with an 11. The Sinestro Corps battery makes it so that anyone less points than him gets -2 to their attacks. So that 11 becomes a 9. You now need to roll an 11 to hit him. Because he's got the Sinestro Corps battery, he also gets to knock their attack down 1, or any of their stats down 1 if he so chooses. So a lot of times they were at a 3-point deficit on their attack. So it's like, I need a 12 or higher to hit you. At one point, one kid needed a 13 or higher to hit me on 2 dice. And his dad was sitting next to him, was like, really, dude? 13? I'm like, yeah, he needs to crit. And on top of that, Super Doom is 300 points. I lost one match for two reasons, and one of them was my fault. One reason is the person I was playing had a 350-point character, which negated all my powers. But here's the kicker, and this is my fault. I'm calling this tournament a win because nobody really could have taken me except this guy. And if I had caught this early enough to do anything, I would have won the match. I rolled a hit on him and would have hit him for 5 damage. I saw where his dial ended up, and he wouldn't have been able to do shit to me for the rest of the game if he'd been there. He did a theme prob, which is when you have a theme team, you can make one character re-roll shit. Sorry, Rio. She was, I put my hand down on her leg because I didn't realize she was there, because she's being a good kitty and nice and quiet. But anyway, he did this theme prob when it was illegal to do so because he had a generic theme team. It didn't even occur to me until the end of the game to ask. And when I say end of the game, I mean we were starting the next round. Everyone was moving their seats. We couldn't have replayed this match if we wanted to. And it seemed kind of a dick move to suddenly declare myself victor, even though we both know I would have won. And I'm not holding it against him. It was my dumbass fault for not thinking of it. Even halfway through the game, if I'd thought of that, we could have started over, because our match was over fucking quick, you know. But he made me reroll and I missed, and then he played keep away for the rest of the game, and I couldn't get to him. But if I'd caught that when it was relevant, I'd have won. I ended up taking 4th place because I only got 35 points off of him, because the rest of his points were in that figure. But I don't care. None of the 1st through 3rd prizes were that spectacular. None of the main giveaway prizes were anything overtly awesome that I can't live without, you know what I mean? And it's not sour grapes on this either. What happens is the judge gets like bulk prizes, like extra prize kits. And a lot of times he'll just give us stuff. Like there was one tournament, like I want to say 6 months or so ago, where he just wanted to get rid of stuff, so he just put the box of extras out and let us take like 10 figures each. So I pretty much have all the prizes I want. You know what I mean? And half the time when I go here, I'm not going for a prize. I'm going for the chance to say that I had a prize. 9 times out of 10, if I pull like, oh my god, you pulled Polaris, I wish I had Polaris, I'd fucking hand it to you. Seriously, if you ever come to St. Pete and play with us, and I win a prize, if you ask me even mildly nicely, I'll probably hook you up. You know, like, oh, dude, that's my favorite character. Unless it's a figure I actually need, I'll fucking fork that thing over. It means nothing to me. I'm probably never going to play it. My prize was the Scarlet Spider. I don't play Spider-Man family that often, so why would I want him, you know? Let me just check a thing here. But next week we're off on Kyrix. I've also been trying to put together a Discord server for the local Pokemon League. My alarm's going to go off in a minute, just so you know. And I say try because I waited until like most the end of the thing because I was worried that the guy running the event would be upset that I made it. His only thing was just put unofficial in the title so that they know it's not directly affiliated with us, that it's not us making. I'm like, oh, sure, man, no problem. So this coming Tuesday, I'm going to make more of an effort to get people on the server. As of now, no one's joined up because you gotta send a friend request and no one's gotten around to that. But I'll basically get instructions like, hey, send a request to me, etc. I'll put you in the tournament thing. Just say, hey, it's me from this. You know. The idea being, it's a way for, because right now we meet up once a week. Some of them go to school together. Occasionally we might bump into one of each other around, but we don't really see each other outside the league for the most part. And sometimes you just want to battle. Like, we never got to have our battle last week, you know, because the thing ended and Mom came to pick me up or something. Or, wow, I really need this Pokemon. I need a trade for it, that kind of thing. Like, there's actually a Pokemon I need right now. I need Stack Attacker from Ultra Moon. I probably won't pretty soon, but because everyone's got Ultra Moon there, I'm like, dude, I don't even need to keep it. I just need it for the decks. But if you want, I'll trade you for the Ultra Sun, Ultra Beast, that kind of thing. But with luck, we'll get somewhere with it. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to feed the girls. Bye-bye, everybody.